Welcome to the Praetorian Guard User Auditing Console demonstration video. In this demonstration video, we'll cover the User Auditing Console features including desktop monitoring, application auditing, website usage, key log auditing, activity analysis, and session auditing. Once you've logged into the Praetorian Guard User Auditing Console, you will be brought to the home page. From this page, you could choose any of the basic areas of the product: desktop auditing, application auditing, key log auditing, website auditing, activity analysis, session auditing, or unified reporting. We'll choose desktop auditing. Once you're within the desktop auditing console screen, to the left you can view all of the different computers across your network. If you look closely, there's a tab mechanism on the left. Here you can choose the different tree structures that you would like to use to find the computers on the network that you wish to view. All of these trees will allow you to choose any level to report upon. For instance, if I click on the accounts payable, if I attempt to view data here, I will pull back data for any sub-levels of the accounts payable department. That includes users and computers. If I were to choose by service layout, I can choose for a given tribune, and all of the centurions underneath that will be viewed and reported upon within my console. I can also choose by computer groups, individual users, user groups, individual computers, as well as inactive centurions. So by clicking on accounts payable and loading my data, I will pull back all data that has been recorded on any of the computers or users under the accounts payable department. It pulls back all of their desktop screenshots for the date range 12/1 to 12/8. Now once I have this data back, we can then use our grid to perform more drilled down organization and searching into our data. For instance, if I wish to see individual computers, I can click the title computer, drag it into this header section, and now all of my information has been sorted by computer. If I wish to also drill down to perhaps the active window that was run at the time, if I drop that into my header, notice we're getting this subgrouping sort of structure within our grid. This enables us to easily sort our data and to narrow down to the data that we're looking for or reviewing. In addition, if you click on any of your titles here, you can do more advanced grid functions on your data. You also have the capability of doing the filter editor, which allows you to do much more advanced SQL filtering within that column. For instance, you can search for individual field or text data within there and choose any of these formulas: equals, does not equals, etc. All of these are available, and you can also do deeper and more complex SQL type statements with parentheses and or, etc. Once you have the appropriate data that you wish to view, you simply have to pull that data up to view. So for instance, if I found the data I'm looking for, I can either do an instant view, or view full screenshots. If I do full screenshots, now it pulls back all of those screenshots and allows me to move through them and view what's occurred on that computer. You can obviously choose to do a slideshow if you wish the system to move through the images by itself, or you can click next. Once you've narrowed down the information you need to find, say for instance we select this range of data, we now can export these as images for printing. We can export them as files such as bitmaps or JPEG or TIFF or a PDF, or we can export all of these as a movie. You can then utilize that movie for court or for management, etc. An instant viewer allows me to quickly click on a given computer within my network and view what is going on that computer right now. And finally, in this grid, I can export or print any of this data out by utilizing the printer export. We support all of the following. We can print preview, print, export to Excel, PDF, or a CSV. Next is the application auditing area. This works very similar. Notice our tree structure stays the same. However, we can choose the date range where we'd like to view data. We'll choose higher now, perhaps the Atlanta, Georgia office, and we'll populate this with data. Once that data is loaded, we can see what applications have been running on that PC and for how long. If we see information within here that is of concern, we can easily click the View Screenshot button on the right, and that will bring us to the nearest screenshot to the time point within which we're viewing information. We also allow you to view application usage analysis by clicking this button. So in this instance, let's assume we would like to sort on our data. So for example, perhaps we want to sort by computer name. Now I can see for the data that I've pulled back, all of the computers. And then for instance, I may want to view the application usage for these different computers. This pulls back our graph information. Another example is perhaps we'd like to view by user. Now users obviously can use different computers. So for instance, I can see what did S. McKernan do across the network. Now when I view my application usage, I can see how long that individual was active in what screen. Next is keylog data. Here we can pull back all of the keylog data across the network and view what information was collected. I can perform filtering on this as well, or I can pull up keylog analysis and see what people were doing as far as what applications and users. And notice by clicking on each record, I can easily see it down in the bottom what was actually typed in each of those data collection points for each user. We also have website auditing. Here I can view across my network what websites were visited and by whom. This allows me to easily see who was doing what browsing pages across our network. And notice I can sort by any of these fields and group by them as well. So for instance, we could pull up the website, and now everything is grouped by website. We can take a look at any websites that look questionable or things that we may want to dig into and see what people were doing across the network. We also have activity analysis. Here I can pull up what users have done across the network and how they've been performing. Basically, it enables me to see what activity users were doing on what computers and for how long. So this is great for productivity reporting. In addition, you can view all of that available data. Session auditing as well allows us to quickly view log-ons and log-offs by users across the network. So if I wish to see if a given user logged on and off a computer that may be questionable, I can easily come in here sort by user, and perhaps by computer as well. Now I can see, did Mr. Gilreath access a computer he shouldn't? No, he was just on the computer he was supposed to be upon. Or I can do the opposite and sort by computer and then easily see on a given computer, perhaps our um, TS server, only certain users are supposed to use that system. Well, now I can quickly come in and see, did a user that shouldn't be on there use it? So for instance, we can see that no, just Mr. Gilreath, and he was authorized, so we're okay there. Finally, we also provide unified reporting. Unified reporting allows you to report on data across the complete enterprise, across all modules, and allow you to track if you had a violation in your HIPAA audit, or if some information was released that should not have been. This looks at all data across the system: desktop auditing, application auditing, keylog auditing, website auditing, activity analysis, session auditing. All of that data is pooled into one table, and here you can perform searching on any of those fields, as well as group and report on each of them. All this information can also be exported easily into Excel or into a CSV format for another database. This completes our demonstration of the user auditing console for Praetorian Guard. If you have any further questions, please contact us at getpg.net. You can call us at 804-762-4200 or email us at info@getpg.net. We appreciate your time and look forward to working with you.